What's going on, and welcome to Black King's Free Game. What's going on, everybody? How are y'all doing today? Kings and queens, I know that it's been a rainy week here locally. I don't know where it is in the rest of the world, but we've been dealing with some weather. It was a Hurricane Debbie, right?
Yeah.
So we worked through that, and through working through that, we've been moving today, and I got in contact with my brother, Jermaine Benton.
What's up, bro?
Look, y'all don't understand. Let me tell you something. Before I introduce him, I gotta tell you how this happened. So I'm laying down. Everybody on social media, right? I'm swooping, swiping, and I see my bro standing next to one of my dream cars.
Oh Lord.
Now listen to this. I'm very heavy on if you touch it, see it, feel it, and I'm in it. Oh, I'm manifesting it. It's mine.
Absolutely. I like
Okay?
that. I like that.
So when I saw him there, right, I'm like, dang, you know what? I need to shake Jermaine's hand because he done been in my dream car.
I don't know when this was, but okay.
Look. Well, apparently you were with your father or somebody, and y'all went to. It was a millionaire that y'all spent lunch with, or
You
something.
never know who's watching. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I mean, yeah, I didn't know you. You never know who's watching, but yeah,
Yes.
it was a Rolls Royce.
Yes, a Rolls Royce.
CEO, Mr. Donald Bradley.
Now, thank you.
Shout out to you, Mr. Donald Bradley. Thank you.
Shouts out, Mr. Donald Bradley. Hopefully here soon I'll be able to meet you.
Yes, sir.
But now let me tell you how stuff, because we look at our impact in the world, we take it very loosely.
Come on.
So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at you in the
Already,
photo.
bro? Wow.
Yeah, we going already. We going already.
Yeah.
I sat there and I looked at you standing next to the car. I was like, oh snap. My brother connected to somebody. Now, in my mind, I connected to somebody because you there. Look, I don't see Jermaine every day. I don't have to. We got that connection.
Yes,
We're
sir.
good. But for him to be standing next to my dream car, it meant a lot to me. So I was like, okay. Now, I've been next to one. But I saw you open the door. I was like, ooh, I know he sat down.
Yeah. We had to push button. He had to open the door for us. We didn't know. I felt like I was being taken out by.
It was great.
It was great.
I know. I can tell by just the extreme presence of the vehicle. So tiny blessings that you receive are big to people that are watching, like you said. So I found it really odd, which it isn't, that the next probably like 4 days later, here it is, I receive a text from my bro. He says, hey, got this going on. And I'm like, I'm calling him.
Thank you for putting that out there.
Yeah.
No, because you were on my spirit. I know the type of man you are. Well, for those who don't know, me and Mark, we go back 25.
Yes, bro. Yeah, since school. Red light, green light.
Class of 2000.
Yes.
So, I just know the type of man you are. So I'm on a divine assignment. So forget the cars and everything. And that was strategic. Mm-hmm. Just to see the foresight of our CEO. He knew, exposing just different levels.
Yes.
And he had to get me and my father to understand there's different levels to where you're at. You're complacent, Jermaine. You're different. And receive that. So, he knew that posting that car would gain the attraction, but I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
It would be you, Mark. So when I reached out to you, I just know, is it all right to tell what you do?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So I know you're in the realty, right? You're in your own business. So that's the type of people he gave me people. Mm-hmm. He put you right in my spirit. And he was like, man, reach out to Mark. Integral. That's the word that came to mind. I know you to be integral, right? You sell houses, but you're not going to sell nobody house just for the commission. If
there you go.
Jeopardize the kids' school or throwing something off the top, right? We're not going to. So on the mission that I'm on, I'm looking for people like yourself to be doors from what he's given me, which we'll kind of get into later. But that's why I hit you up. But I had no idea that you were watching.
Oh, yeah.
And I want the people to know this is not rehearsed. We put this together
today.
Today. And I'm out here in Midway. We're just 30 minutes away. Like, this is not rehearsed.
I called him today because someone didn't show up because, the weather and all that. I said, okay, I'll take a break. But then when I was like, no, I can have bro on the show. Can he do it? And guess what he said? Short notice. Man, say less. I'm on my way. Tell me where to be at.
And once again, I believe it's divine assignment. It is provision, right? If I didn't reach out, how He'll orchestrate certain things for us, and yeah, man.
Look. So when you were down there, I got to keep talking about that trip. First, hold on. How was your week?
Well, other than the rainstorm, it's been productive. My weeks are always productive because of what I do. Me being veterans consultant, I deal with a lot of referrals, incoming calls. My consist of, Jermaine, I heard you can help vets. I heard you do Medicare insurance. You know, that if we paying attention what's going on in D.C., that they're trying to take away benefits on all sides. Make up, right? Veterans, Medicare. So God's put me in a position to be an agent of change.
I got you.
Whether it's on the veteran side or the Medicare. So I'm blessed to have people who need my help, where I can get compensated for helping them without having to compromise my integrity to do it.
There you go. Yeah. Well, man, look, I'm glad your week went well, and I'm glad you're sitting here right now. We're able to have this communication.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of things that we could talk about, but I know you have a lot of things that's coming up. So before we even allow you, I want to show some of the things, something that's coming up August 17th.
Yes, sir. That's a big one.
If you would pull that up for me. So what they're having is the Business Mixer.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be Saturday, August 17th, 2024 from 5 to 9 p.m.
Yes, sir.
There's going to be business presentation, plan, net marketing, and social mixer with DJ Chill Will. So that means from 5 to 6, so just an hour of your time that you'll be learning how to network and everything. And then we move over to the social mixer where Chill Will going to get on the ones and twos.
And that's a good segue for me. So that Planet Marketing there that you see, that Rolls Royce you've seen us get into, is the CEO of that company. Once again, this is not Jermaine. It wasn't trying to flex.
Yeah, I got you.
But I'm trying to show people, look, this can be you too. We want everybody to have Rolls Royce dreams.
Yeah, of course.
If you can, please come out see this presentation. One of my directors that I'm in the company with, her name is Pethro Daniels, out of the Atlanta market. Actually from Savannah, but she's going to come and do this amazing presentation. Mark, is life changing. So when I sent the invite, it was for you. But once again, God has ways of.
Oh yeah, right, always.
Right, because if you're for the people, I'll set you up on a platform. I didn't know you had a platform.
Yeah.
I did not know.
Look, y'all better share it out.
I did not know he had a platform.
I
was not trying to get here.
Well, if you don't know, now you know, Jermaine.
So I mean, seriously, you can attest to that. I had no idea you had cameras, and lights, and I was trying to get you to come to the event.
Yeah, we're good. I'm glad to be a part of this part before even the event. I want to thank everybody that's tuning in. Angela James, Ms. Lewis. What up, Penny? Hey, what's going on, Nita?
Tap in.
Ed, what's going on? Virginia May in the building. Guys, what we're doing now is you don't know, Jermaine Bitton and I grew up together here in Liberty County, and we're about to have a conversation. Jermaine. One of the conversations is, you grew up here, right?
Yes, sir.
What changes have you noticed in Liberty County since from then to now?
Ooh, the first thing coming to mind is infrastructure. It's money coming from somewhere.
he said from somewhere.
It's coming from somewhere. People retirement. People are steady retiring. I go back. The reason I ended in '98, my father decided to retire. I'm like, ministry was involved, but for whatever reason, people want to retire here in Liberty County. The cost of living is low.
It was
one of the reasons I was in. Right, I was staying with another mutual friend of ours out there in Atlanta. I was like, bro, I'm gonna have to, go back. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and get this little apartment. Yeah, $700 range.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, so the infrastructure, money coming in. Soldiers just that's the first thing that comes to mind, but a
lot of that
not the same too.
Yeah.
Lot to be the same.
Wait now. Don't do that to them because it sounds like you talking about people mentality or something when you say something things will be the same. What's the same?
Well, just seem hope, right?
Hope?
Hope to get that for the young people. I'm speaking for our young generation. Right? There's still nothing to do. When we were kids, we had the Liberty County Rec.
Yes, and that was big to us because we were outside people. Yeah.
So we have, my uncle has skills mentor. I forget his name. He has a program as well. Lord have mercy, Pastor Murray.
Yeah. What? Yes, sir.
Great with the kids. Shout out to them.
Lights out.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to them. So just with the kids, I wish it was more to do other than the car washes. We getting car washes, restaurants and stuff like that. But it's things that we can use.
Why do you think we have? Well, you think we have too many cars?
Absolutely.
We only have 6.
Lord,
No, for 6 miles, we only have 6 of them.
I think we got more than this. I ain't gonna challenge you on that. I'm gonna do my research.
Look, 6 is the equivalent of the car washes that can be taxed. How about that?
I'll take it. Look, we get a bowling alley, skating ring, something for the kids. That's all You keep the kids happy. I promise you'll have some happy citizens around.
Good evening, Miss Francis. How are you? Miss Bennett is in the room. Thank you, Miss Bennett, and we appreciate you even from last show. But yeah, we got about 9 car washes, and
you see how you switched up quick, y'all? From
did I switch up? Oh man, I guess that's how fast they're going.
Yeah, they're going up quick now. But seriously, Liberty County, we good on the car washes. We good on the car wash.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Now, with everything that's going on outside of Liberty County, right? And the way that people are paying more and more for everything. And how we're, as a country, is being viewed right now.
Man.
Where do we go from here, Jermaine? I know I just went way left, but I just want to add, because that's what I'm feeling. It's like, where do we go from here?
We got to get ownership. And I don't want to go to it. You got to get a sense of ownership. I'm like a life coach. I help veterans. I want everybody to have their own business, Mark. There's no reason everybody who's listening to this show, you don't have your own business. And I know God gave you one. He gave it to you in a dream, a vision. For whatever reason, we won't start it, right? Where the client's going to come from, how do I start or whatever. But not realizing it's getting your EIN, you go right on irs.gov. It took 15 minutes. That's the first step, right?
It's so easy. I've shown, you know how many people I've shown this to and they have their business
It's
now?
so
wow.
Twice a day, right?
Easy.
And so just that type of, when you say, how's your week?
Yes.
It'd be little things like that. Whether they're old or they're young people, like little things like, you don't know what you don't know. I know everybody's heard that before, right? You don't know, but you'd be surprised who doesn't know what they don't know.
Yeah.
But everybody have your own business. Try to stay on line with your question. We're paying taxes. We're paying into Medicare. Most of the linear exchange that we do, we're paying time for money. Right? Everybody's punching the clock for money, right? And then most of that is going into the IRS, to your Social Security, your disability, right? Not understanding the tax benefit.
Yes.
Me being a business, then you're missing your tax breaks and everything like that. So that would be the start for, if you were speaking for us in our community, our culture. I'm assuming that's what you...
Yes, exactly. Another thing is, for y'all that think, excuse me, because my mother said I be saying y'all too much. For you guys that think that you can't own your own business, let me tell you how simple it is. Let's take it back biblically, okay?
Help us, Mark.
Now, if you notice what we call back in the day, people bartered for barter. All right? It's called a barter for barter.
Man, that's so good.
All right? So if I do something, if I have a skill that you don't have, right? That means I can provide that skill.
That's it.
I don't care if you know how to make nails. You can make custom nails nowadays. And when I say nails, I'm talking about hammer nails. Like if people want to do, they're building something special, right? What if you took a nail, you created a nail, and you engraved the nail saying, this is the day that this place was founded, boom, boom, boom. I just created a business, and under this, I don't have nothing to do with nails. Do you see how easy it is?
Branding.
All you got to do is make it marketable.
Branding and marketing.
That's it. That's it. So if you guys need help with this, guess what? You have someone here that is intelligible about this area.
I do it.
I'm intelligible about this area, and so a lot of people that's watching my show is also that we can help one another. how do we reach out nowadays, man? If it's not by social media,
starting like this event I'm throwing, right? COVID kind of did something to us where we enjoy being distant. I don't know if it's something within our culture, but Mark, like I said, this podcast, I've been knowing you 25 years. I didn't know you had it's on your Facebook.
Yeah.
Still did. I'm not a Facebook user.
I got
so
you.
Guess how I got here.
Hey,
that word of mouth.
Communication.
So having events, come out, promote your event. Order you some business cards. I got the digital cards too, right? We can ping it now. Everything's digital, but I got a pocket full of them as well, sir. There's no way I don't walk around without physical cards, because guess what? My clients are older.
Yep.
They got flip phones.
Yes.
Right. So and then like I said, like-minded people need that. When I give you my card and you give me yours, there's something about that old fashioned, that old tradition. It makes me want to reach out, and
exactly.
It's cool to have it on the phone.
I need to see about that person, because they had sense enough to give me a card. And you see, I already got my cards.
You see what I'm saying? We old.
Yeah, we
see
old
the gray.
We old school.
But so I'm trying to promote that. It's cool to have a page, but come tell me where your page is located.
Yeah.
Still give me your card. Let's come mingle with like-minded professionals. So I'm trying to bring that, be consistent.
Yeah.
Not spot or miss, encouraging other people to do it. All right. One of our mottos is that we're not competing, we're completing. I'm serious. Like the best clients are already business owners.
Yeah, because we already know business.
Right. Somebody does digital marketing. Right. Everybody that's a business owner is a customer to you.
Yes.
Right? So just little things like that. Get back to every other culture does it. I know you're talking about the Jamaicans, Chinese, Germans. We're the only ones who won't share the wealth
and spend the money. They say that the Jewish population, they circulate their money 12 times before it leaves.
Wouldn't doubt it.
The Asian community circulates it 6 times before it leaves. No, 9 times before it leaves. You could write it down.
Yeah, that's a good step.
The Caucasian population, it circulates 3 times. And the black population, now this is based on when somebody gets their payment.
What's the source?
This is based on when someone gets paid. Okay. And black culture, it stays in our community for 30 minutes.
I don't know if we can test these stats, but they sound so.
It is not. I encourage everyone to use Google. Google the statistics of how many times culturally from paycheck does it circulate in the community.
That's disappointing.
It's very disappointing.
That's disappointing.
It's disappointing, man, because you hear a lot of us talking about, back this, back black business, black this, and then we don't back it, or if they do have to have their prices a little high. Now, don't get it twisted. If you selling chicken and you telling me that I got to pay $18 for 2 pieces of chicken, you need to go back to the drawing board and figure it out. Now, that's ridiculous. That's fundraiser. Mm-hmm. You go to fundraisers, we pay $50 for a ticket, and we get a nice little plate. But I'm not gonna go to your restaurant and you got your chicken priced 3 times higher.
You gotta have a business plan.
You have to have it. You can't just be like, well, I open my business and this is what I want to price. If you don't want it, don't buy it. And they won't. We can't be naive now, y'all.
That too.
We gotta have a real good business plan together to where people don't mind. So where's the backing and support of the businesses that do? Right now we have a melanated person that has a hair store in Hinesville. Okay? It's right over there where the old Bank of America is. You know that little plaza where they used to Extreme Audio. You remember where Extreme Audio, right next to Queensboro Bank, which used to be Jimmy John's, across the street from Blockbuster. I got to use the old one to get you where
everybody changed. Infrastructure.
Yeah, it changed. Right? Yeah. So right over there, she has, a hair store.
Okay.
So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna amp it up. And y'all can go to my page and you'll find where I was doing. What's going on? It's your boy, the People's Champ, and I was in her store and I was promoting it. She told me, because I went back in there to get an afro. Mm-hmm. She told me, hey, thank you so much.
Right.
She said, a few people came in. After I did the post.
Mm-hmm.
And
excuse me.
They did purchase, but then a lot of people came in, and I'm not gonna say what kind of people it was, but when they came in, they were like, I can buy, I can get this for $1 less over there. So what, I'm gonna come up in here, girl, let go. I'm not saying who that was or what culture that was, but that was something towards that, because it was $1 more.
Right, but we won't do that in Kroger.
Oh, no, yes we will, won't we?
I can go to Walmart and get this. You're going to buy it. You're going to throw the can in your cart and
put it in your cart.
And shut up. Right, that's what we're going to do. But we'll do that. It's something with our dynamic, Mark. Not the definition of what we do, it's the dynamic. Like you mentioned earlier, right? I'm selling T-shirts. I want to start selling T-shirts. Yeah. We best friends, right? Somewhere in the dynamic, when I open up, I'm expecting you to buy 10, and you expecting me to front 10. That's our culture.
Wait,
that's our culture, bro.
No.
That's our culture.
No, so what you telling me is if I look, front me to eat 10, right?
Because we best friends. But my definition, dynamic of best friends, I want you to purchase my legit business. But that's our dynamic.
I want everybody whose business that I went to, right? I want y'all to go ahead and tap in the chat if you ever see this post and tell everybody what I did when I came to your business. Cockamille, she has the tonics for your stomach, the healing and all that stuff. Okay. She's over there in downtown. Okay. She opened up, man. Bro, I saw everything in there, and she recognized me. I knew who she was.
Yes, sir.
And she was like, "Oh yeah, this is the price, but don't worry about it. I'll work with you at the register." I looked at her.
You already know what she probably did.
Look, I already know. So I got my items, and I said, "Boom." Well, that one, I said, "Look, the prices that you got on there, I want you to ring them up for that." Yes. That's what I said. And I know she's gonna see this episode, so tell them. I said the prices that I see on there is what I want you to ring it up for. Mm-hmm. She's like, "But you don't." I said, "No." I said, "What's been happening is a lot of your friends and people come in and they buy, and then they say, 'Hey, girl, come on now, you can work with me on something.'" Mm-hmm. But yeah, I know these same people that'll walk in another store and want to feel high and mighty and let them know, "I can afford your prices."
Yeah.
Oh, you can afford their prices and don't complain. You won't go to them and work it out. But you'll come to your sister's store or your brother's store and say, "No, hey, come on, cut me a break now."
Because most of the consumers who do that complaining, they're not business minded. Like you just said, you went in there and keep it at the price because you run a business. We know what business overhead means. Mm-hmm. We know what most business don't turn a profit. What we learn in economics first 2 years.
And we know that you're just starting.
So, right, for somebody who you know the type of consumer you have coming in when they, and that has to be expected when you're a new business owner. Your write-offs, your losses, and know who you're dealing with. Know who you're sharing it with. You can't share your dreams with everybody.
That's the truth.
Either.
That's the truth.
And then what I learned about disappointment, I hope I'm not going off, is you can't disappoint me if I don't expect it. I don't put too much expectations on people. After I talk to so many different people,
I had to learn
and strange. I don't have because you'll disappoint me.
Jermaine,
I expected you to do that. I'll get disappointed every time.
You know why? Jermaine, it's because you was a man and the era we grew up in and the structure we grew up in, it presented you to be a man of your word. If you wasn't a complete man of your word, man up and apologize for the thing that you didn't do right. And that's why you want everybody else's mentality to hold to that same weight.
It was a challenge.
And it hurt. Let me tell you how bad it hurt, because look, I've had people in my life that I've known over 30 years. Yeah. And I know that I looked out for them.
Come on.
Right? And as I began to season myself in things that I felt that was important, and I kept climbing and reaching and climbing and reaching, the same person, I'm like, "Hey man, come climb, reach with me. Come climb reach with me. Hey, no, man, you know.
Now, come on.
Now, man, I can't do that. That's you, man. That's the way you want to do it. You good at that. Okay, I'm good at climbing and reaching. I said, what is it that you want to do? So I'm climbing, I'm reaching, I'm climbing, I'm reaching, and then here I am. I'm still not to the top because to them this would be the top. You know what I'm saying? Yes. To them, I'm already at the top.
Keep going,
I'm just beginning. You know what I'm saying? Man. So I done climbed and reached to the point to where I feel I can peak. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they're mad at me because they didn't climb and reach. It's like, no, it's because you did that. I said, you good at this. Why didn't you do that when I was encouraging you to do that? And these are the people that you keep near. These are the people you say that are your ride or dies. These are the people that's supposed to have your back like you've had their back. But then start asking yourself, how many times have they had your back?
Yeah.
You can remember all the times when you've had their back. It's almost like your relationship with your father, your holy father.
Right.
How many times has he had your back? Now tell me what you can do for him.
Look, you can't hold him. Look, nothing. That's why he expects nothing.
What? I got you. But I didn't learn that yet, Jermaine. I had to be hurt, bro. Yeah. I had to be hurt. I had to sit there and be like, what? If you knew what happened, and I'll tell you after the show. But in order to have somebody that you thought that, that's my ride, you know what I'm saying? I got your back, I've had your back, and then you start thinking when stuff start messing up, well, dang, when have they had my back? Like,
so what do you do? So you put that out there, you laid it out. What does Mark do with those people? How do you treat them?
How do I do them now?
Now that they have been identified, how do you?
This is what you do. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, man, I'm good. No, I got some other plans that I need to do. That's even if I talk to them now, because some of them will be so prideful. You know what I'm saying? They don't even want to apologize
on their end.
Okay. So what you do is you basically keep living. You just say, okay, off to the side. I wish you the best. But I got to keep pushing because my family, the ones that's still riding for me, I could spend that time because of your family, your kids and everything. The only thing they can do is give you love. Now, the appreciation might not always be there, but the love will.
It's hard when you're a man of order.
The motivation is
appreciates
different.
Accountability and to have to, right? Daddy, I didn't appreciate Dad at all.
No,
growing up.
No, that's not what it's about.
Like, had he not did it, I'd be, I appreciate everything now. But during, oh no.
Jermaine, did you get everything you wanted as a child?
Man, please.
Hey, do you?
I was purposely hurt.
Do you know that?
Take me to the window and show it to you.
People think that I got everything that I wanted as a child. Y'all really got light twisted, man. Yeah. My father, and y'all know him anyways, it's like I had to work for everything. My mother was a school teacher, sweet woman, still a sweet woman, but she, I know mama. But but now it's like nobody holds that as weight to a man anymore, bro. You being a good dude does not matter. Respect is gone. You being an older guy. You remember when you used to see your elders and we was at the game, man, and people was cussing, hey man, you see that old guy right there?
Or the church.
Drive
by, you turn your music down. Oh, yeah, we ain't none of that, bro.
Where's that at, folks?
The reverence, all that's gone. I don't want to go too deep, but it's...
What you mean you don't want to go too deep?
Fathers out of the home. I see you looking over there.
Oh,
you remove fathers. You have women trying to raise sons the best they can. Right? So then once you do that, you
don't want to go there. Don't do that.
See what I'm saying?
Don't do that.
Son ain't trained to hear no.
No, don't do that now.
Right? Daughters ain't trained to say no.
Men, listen to me. Men aren't needed in this world.
Man, please.
Men aren't needed in this world. Don't go there.
We don't even want to joke like that.
Look, I'm telling you right now, the consensus out there to the social media platforms is men are not needed. Man. They're more dangerous than bears. What else is it? Oh, the patriarchy is what is in control. Man. And black men ain't. That's the one that black men. We ain't wrote no rules. let me explain. There's a difference. It's a big difference with who was there with you and the person that you've never seen enter in your life to help you on nothing but tell you what to do. It's a difference when you're with the person and y'all in the same, y'all fighting for the same right to be seen as human. And now all of a sudden you get wrapped up into the whole conglomerate of this, what they call it, misogynistic patriarchy.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I don't know where to go with that one, man.
Men aren't needed. If we weren't here, then everything would be peaceful.
I wish that would stop being perpetuated, though, especially from the black women, because especially when you know you need that help, right? Sometimes emotions, I think we kind of alluded to that before we started, right? Logic is gone.
Logic
for some reason, we
delusion is here.
I think we just make decisions from a place of emotions far too often. I'm mad, so I got the right to do this because I'm mad.
No, there really is no need for men because, listen, Jermaine, check this out. I can take care of this baby. Now, if I'm a woman, I can take care of this baby.
That's right. It all the time.
And what I'm not going to do is, we cool, but now you got you a girlfriend, Jermaine. Why? I'm not gonna have my baby around that woman. You understand me?
So, my thing is, at what point did the child stop becoming important? Right. Whenever we do that, then the child's need had at some point stopped becoming important.
It stopped when you got a girlfriend.
You got to explain that to the child. I tell this to any father going through that. Where my camera at? Any father going through that drama where you're trying to be a father, you may not even have it financially because times are right. Then you got that guilt. I can't pay my child support, so she ain't gonna let me see my child.
Yes.
So you do everything in your power as that parent to do the right thing. You got to honor that mother.
Yeah.
You're right. So you can't redeem what you reject. It's one thing I learned in ministry, right? You can't once you reject the mothers, she always has to be the mother to that child. Well,
yes.
And then mothers, I don't know if y'all gonna hear me. I don't know if y'all, but don't disrespect the father in front of the child. You can hate him all day.
No, because he don't do nothing. That little child support check don't do nothing.
But you're not gonna get that back. Right, so when in those moments where you think you're high-fiving with your child, your daddy ain't, he ain't this, you're not going to get that.
But he ain't,
and the child's going to grow up resenting. Why would you? In the moment you may get the high five, but the child's going to grow up and resent you, mom.
I don't think so. I don't think so because first of all, if you really cared about little Jerron. Then you would have never got in that relationship, and now you spending all your extra money on that chick when you ain't caring about your son. So I don't want to hear none of that, okay, Jermaine? So what we're doing is moving on now. I'm gonna switch roles because it's always two sides to a story.
Come on,
all right. So. Let me show you also what happens. I'm the dude now. I'm the dude, and I'm gonna play both parts. You know.
Okay. Check them out.
Look, I want to drop off the kids so you can spend some time with them. So what you about to do? Oh, you about to go out? You got a date? Oh, you got a date? Don't come drop them little off over here. Go on, take them with you. No, I'm really just dropping them off for you to spend time. No, that ain't it. Drop them off to my mama house.
Well, see how everything can be planned. Parents. We plan. So if that was on your heart, at what point did it enter your heart? You see how we de-escalate?
Yes.
I'm not going to tell her no, but at what point, daughter's mother, whatever her name is, you wanted me to spend time, I'm going to challenge you on that. All right? When did that enter your mind? You could have told me that then. Don't wait till you're ready to execute going out, because you don't know if you're inconveniencing me. You don't. You see the details in there. So
yes,
we can always get to the root of the problem. We can.
Bet. Now hold on.
I'm one of them. Look.
Let's rewind that because I was making the statement to say that this was something. Maybe I should reword it. Hey, on Saturday.
Okay.
There we go. On Saturday, I want to drop the kids off because they've been asking about you and they want to spend time.
That has to be entertained. that has to be entertained by.
That has to be entertained.
Has to be entertained by the father. Wow, that is a blessing.
So you mean that was a form of communication? So being told that you gonna just do it, and then saying, "Hey, what about Saturday?"
You see what you said? Kids have been asking about you.
Yeah,
that's a form of information I'm not privy to.
Yes,
you're giving me a heads up. Hey, I'm free at this time. We're both busy.
Yes.
So if I'm the father and I don't have, I'm going to do Saturday's going to be clear for me.
Thank you. Now to all the guys out there that have a lady or a black queen or a queen in their life that has your children and she sets up a time for you to spend with them, and then you say no, look, I'm not with that.
Yeah.
I'm not with that. And let me tell you, because I remember when I was younger, I did that one time because I was upset. I had my emotions. Okay? And it was a bad time for me once. And I was like, ain't no way. Yeah. Ain't no way. I'm going to go get my kids. Yeah. I'm going to go get, because it was a set up time. She gave me a day in advance notice. But, you know, the earlier that she had already pissed me off about something. Yeah. But she gave me a day and I had time to do it. And I was the butthole at that time. But ever since then, bro, every chance I got to spend with my children, I did. Whether they remember it or not.
I'm glad I guarantee you they remember it. They may not remember what you bought them. Mm-hmm. They remember because you know how kids spell love? Time.
Time. I
don't care nothing about your gifts and all that's what we think. I'm gonna love them. I'm gonna show them I love them. They not wrong. Your presence
means a lot.
Is everything.
Yeah, I want the kings and queens to understand that with our children, this is a very, very, very important part, and it's the downfall right now of our family structures.
Absolutely.
We sit around and we follow these entertainers, and we think that that's the way that we should be acting. The only shows that we have now that are family shows are some reality TV shows about some baddies or Real Housewives, and it's not a reality that we live every day. We don't have any shows like Bill Cosby. They've killed all the characters that we respected. Family Matters, all of that. Rock, all of them shows have been done, and it's been replaced by maybe an average-looking white guy and a beautiful black woman. We're just telling it like it is. Only show you got to watch now, and they make fun of you when they named it, was Black-ish.
Yeah.
So tell me, where is our family structure influences? Because if we don't start getting that together, we're going to be lost in the sauce while everybody else is locked in tight. Because look outside your non-melanated beings. Look at the family structures of Hispanics. Look at the family structure of Asians. Look at the family structures of Africans. Look at those family structures, and tell me what you got, Jermaine.
Our culture is the only one where the woman wants.
Say that again.
Our culture, the black community, is the only culture where the woman wants to be the head.
They want to be the head.
You won't find that in Jamaica. Koreans, like all those cultures, the man, he's the head.
The man is the head.
House. I got my place, but I can do what a man can do until.
I wonder who taught them that.
Right, but that's why we have women's rights.
Yep. Okay.
You want to be equal for what?
Look, I'm gonna tell this. I'm gonna say this right now. Women, queens, we love you. Mm-hmm. Let us take that brute force right on the face. Like, y'all are so strong, powerful. Your words speak life into it. And see, we've forgotten that disconnection. They have our culture thinking that being a strong black woman and single is like the epitome of greatness. And the whole time, you shouldn't be doing all that work, man. Yeah. It should not be that hard. And then you go to the fact of where it ain't too many men out here. Well, I tell you what, the men that are out here now are the ones that were raised probably mainly in single families. Mm-hmm. right?
Yeah.
So they don't know how to be a man. That's where we were headed. Look, how does he learn how to be a man?
Yeah.
He needs examples, and they got us, y'all. They got us. They swapped us out. They made us forget that they took the men out of the houses through welfare, and then we even trying to find ways to excuse that. And no, that's not the reason. It is the same reason why we thought when we were young that Jesus was a Caucasian male, and now.
You got to see better to do better.
You got to see better
to do better, right? So this is like gentrification, right? If we gonna put you all
Facts.
in the same, right? We'll give you free housing.
Thank you, Ms.
We'll
Francis.
give it to you all in the same area, right? God forbid I give you a free house in here where the people are going to work as a doctor. He's leaving out his front door. He's a lawyer.
Imagery.
This little black boy can see I can do that.
Greatness.
Right? 'Cause if he sees that, he'll aspire to be that.
Greatness. Yes.
Same thing if I remove him out the house, so they know that, right? If they see better, they'll want to do better. So let's be very strategic in what they see, what they hear, to the music. Sony Records. This is, I don't know if I'm going off on the tangent, but it's very strategic in what we hear. The music that's coming on, Throat Babies. Parents, listen to what's allowed on the radio. Make it make sense.
And who they're directing it to.
This is on the Oscars.
Yes.
All the music we have out here, Mark. Good music. But what's allowed on the radio? Like, come on, this ain't strategic. What message are like?
They don't believe this. They don't believe. They call that conspiracy theories.
Man, please.
Now, when you start doing your research, you'll find out that the Pentagon has a budget for propaganda. That means that during films and everything, that's why the United States is always the heroes. We're always fighting certain things, and that thing is the enemy, and we're always the good guys. That's a propaganda budget to make you feel that anything we do is right.
We just talked about the TV shows, but the music, where's the positive music? The KRS-Ones, Cool J's, I can go Big Daddy, right?
Big Daddy.
They may have cussed, but they didn't degrade women, right? That's all you hear now is the degrading of women in your car, how much money I got, there's no positive.
And that has switched too, bro.
Absolutely.
And I've heard people say, well, that's what the men back then used to rap. It's our turn. All right, now I hear women degrading themselves. It's like...
And it's something to do.
Yeah,
right,
it's cool. Like, I'm don't care. Like, whoa. What are we talking about?
Get them, Glow.
Body count don't matter no more. Like, look, everybody, you are allowed to be the person that you want to be. You are allowed
to accept my truth.
Your truth. That's where we right? But understand this: you can't force a whole society to be like, look, because I want you. You shouldn't judge me, but I'll judge you. But you don't judge me. You look down on me because I'm free with my body. Listen to me, man.
I say, you know what I say? I'll never judge anybody, but everybody's getting evaluated.
Everybody. Look.
You will be assessed.
Facts.
Why are you in my life?
Yes.
Why you get what I'm saying? I have the right to. What are you doing here? We get to we 42 now, right? What are you doing here?
What's the standards now? Is there a standard now?
Ooh. To me, it's simple. It's asset or liability. Either you're an asset or a liability. And I mean, you don't have to. If you're a liability, that's cool. I just know how to treat you. You don't mean you get treated
differently
or disrespected, right? I just know how to. I had posted something on my page. And I'm running with lions, like pack of lions don't run with any other.
Exactly.
It's people's energy, but I'm on a divine assignment, Mark, to free people, get them to understand, man. You are holding, this capitalism. You punching these clocks. You trading time in for money. Just simple as the tax game.
I got you.
If you can imagine what your check look, Facebook, hear me. Imagine what your check would look like on the next check if IRS and Social Security did not come out.
Beautiful.
And then you got the tax write-off, right? Your Georgia Power. Because most of the time, your cell phone you're on right now, you're probably doing it for your job.
Yep.
That employer is not helping you with that cell phone.
Exactly.
But I guarantee you made a call for that employer.
They're write-off.
We'll be missing it, though. Why? Because we're not set up the right way.
Yes, right. Black Kings are going to be having a financial literacy class coming up.
For that, ooh, bring
yes.
me. Look, I never invited myself
we'll be doing
to that, but please bring me back for that.
But look, just to get back to it, because we was going off deep, and I still want to remain deep. Look,
let's stay.
We're getting like out of pocket with a lot of things to where we're making this thing more important than actually doing things that's going to advance us. It's like it's too much emotions going on right now, bro. It's too much emotions going on right now. All the way down to what we think is important. I want to help you guys realize this, and I'll be releasing about a 3-minute video. You realize that Russia and China just flew over Alaska together. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
Bro,
when you say together, can you define?
When I mean together, they had 2 warplanes flying side by side over Alaska. Now, they asked, "Hey, what are y'all doing?" Just exercising.
You say that, you talking about
Russia and China.
No, you say who asked what are they doing? Though?
We did.
Okay, U.S.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's. I'm just make sure I'm on the same net.
Yeah, we asked them.
Well, that was gonna be one of my questions. Like, what are we doing? Why
we didn't do nothing, bro.
No.
We didn't do nothing, and I think that this is crazy, bro. Like we actually really think that the little minor things that we got going on here, we think that it's not affecting us worldwide, and we got countries out here looking and watching. They're waiting. There's no way China and Russia flies over the United States and we don't do nothing about it. But I mean, come on.
That was a test we failed miserably.
We failed miserably. I guess we failed, what was it, last year when they had the balloons up and we had to shoot 3 of those down. And then they just got another one that was off the coast of Florida again. And it was recognized that it was a Chinese weather balloon.
Man, I need to turn my alerts on.
Yeah, bro. Yep, you really do. Because you know why? It's terrible because they're not going to report on that like they would, Vice President this and they're not reporting what's actually going on. They'll put it out there because they know you're going to find out and then bring it off. Stock market crashed 1,000.
When?
You didn't know the stock market crashed? It went down beyond 1,000. Like that was the first time.
I know they had some
in over 80, 100 years
going on.
No, bro. This happened last week, Friday.
No.
It shot down. And everybody 10 years ago.
Particular stocks we're talking about.
No, we're talking about Dow, NASDAQ, everything.
This is why I don't.
Yeah, but get this. We're so involved with ourselves that we just think, oh, okay, it'll go back up. They don't understand it. It should have never done that. Oh, well, everything's better now. No. What was the effect of that?
Can we get a report on what happened?
Yeah, what happened?
We can pretend like we just didn't see that.
That's what's happening, man. We pretend like, oh, this doesn't exist, we'll be fine. And other countries say, hey, the market just dropped.
Yeah.
The Russians are like, look, they are losing money. Like, it went down, bro.
Makes you feel like it's one of those cases we rather ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yes.
Something like, let's see if we can't, we'll probably see what the next one does, or I need to stay woke.
Bro.
You teaching me some stuff, bro. I have no clue.
Yeah, because if we don't remain vigilant with just understanding how economics works.
Yes.
Understand that, we're so compassionate, gun laws and all this stuff, but if we are not the world's superpower anymore, none of these things that you think are important matter. I repeat, if you're a second or third world country and you have 2 new world superpowers, guess what happens? All this stuff that you thought were important, not important anymore, because you'll no longer go outside the United States and everywhere be like, oh, that's an American, they got it made. No, they're gonna look at you like,
And how can we do without America? That's what do you think these conversations are being had over there? What does the elimination of America look like? So,
and that's the big thing is, what would it look like, man?
Yeah. I know we got to stop being bullies. I know America, we've been bullies since I've been here on this. We can't bully everybody.
Well, see, this the thing, though. We're a big country, Jermaine. Mm-hmm. And if we're not the bullies, what happens? So it's different when we come to business. Yeah. When I think of bullying, I don't mean bullying like just poking the bear all the time. Mm-hmm. What I mean bullying is, hey, we're going to charge Americans this, right? And we're looking instead of saying, oh yeah, we agree to it because we're America. We say, oh, what are we gonna get for this? We're not just gonna keep printing and throwing money to you,
right?
And stuff still keeps happening to our economy. You got to give back to us also. Mm-hmm. So that part, I feel that's a part of being a superpower, because if anybody else takes over, they're going to do it.
It's how we do. It's not what we do. It's how we do.
I believe that.
Do. What I mean by that's the word bully.
Yes.
Yes. You know, bully. You can't beat your lookout up. At some point,
I know what you mean.
Your power, if you whooping everybody around you, so you need allies.
Exactly.
So that's what I mean by America. We think we can do what we won't, say what we won't.
We do. We do. Man, we got to just get back on track, everybody. Especially us as a culture. That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of things that we're not looking at that should be looked at. Stock market, we got buzzed by two
won't invest in
worlds.
We'll still put our money in the shoebox, bro.
Yeah.
No, it's fun. We will put our money in it with no interest. We don't understand interest. I'm not trying to flex, but the interest I made in my savings account could have paid my rent. That's the type of money we don't.
First of all, what saving account?
So you get money, get you whoever you bank with. They have bonds. They have money markets accounts, right? You want to get something where something where your percentage is more than your normal checking and savings account.
I see you go aggressive with it.
If I know I'm not going to touch this money, well, that's the plan. I got some money. God has. Right, we love our tax write-off. We can't wait to go buy something. We don't want to see it grow.
Yeah.
We want to flex so bad.
Yes.
I need to let them know I'm not broke.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go broke.
Yep.
Make it make sense. I'm going to go broke to show the people.
Yes.
What did the old people used to call it, the Joneses or something?
Yes, living like the Joneses.
I don't understand it. So I love checking my bank account. Ooh, I didn't touch it. So.
Have you ever read The Richest Man in Babylon?
Have not. Who is that by?
Okay. Richest Man in Babylon. Don't make me lie about the author, but it's talking about Mansa Musa.
Somebody post that in the chat.
Yes.
At DMC number.
If anybody would look, post in the chat, Richest Man in Babylon. All right. Basically, and I'm going to break it down like this. If you ever get money like that you just have, look at your money, and this is going to seem critical, but look at money as your slaves, okay? All right. So you can take this slave, because that's what it is in your pocket, and give it, and it can bring you back a hamburger. Mm-hmm. Or you can take this money and say, hey, I want you to bring me back another one of you. So if you go and spend it on that hamburger, they got your slaves. And now they're going to use them to work for them.
Makes sense.
Now, if you take your own and you say, look, I'm going to put it here because it's going to bring me more workers.
Yes.
More people that's going to go back out and bring me more workers. If you start looking at money as that, then you will see the progression in your pockets. Because like you said, you got a savings account. Most people's savings account is just money that they save. It ain't moving. It's stale.
Yeah.
But if you put it into something, especially with the money market account, they'll give you probably 3 different levels. You can go light, moderate, or you can go aggressive.
Yeah. And it's the guarantee. What you just said is, I haven't read that book, but it's a similar model. So let's say you're a barber in a barber shop. If I came in there and said, I want to buy your barbershop, but I guarantee you'll get a check every week for the rest of your life, and it's substantial. You'll get enough that most people would go for the guarantee. That's the scary part. I would rather go for this guarantee check. I don't have to get up. My rent's going to be paid. It's going to be enough to, and I can pay my car note.
That's scary.
I want to go. been owning the business, starting having 3 like you just said. Why would I can have 4 or 5 of these barbershops, but I'd rather go for the guarantee check, and that's what I'm trying to eradicate in our culture.
That's scary,
it's
though.
Capitalism.
It's too scary for them.
It's biblical, though, right? They store manna. God said, I'm gonna feed you every morning. I'm gonna drop this every morning, but yeah, we're gonna put it in the jar. And when we do that, it rots. It turns to maggots. We wonder why our dreams, because you didn't trust me. I don't want to go too, but I told you I would do it.
Yes.
And we don't trust God. Well, God, show it to me. Where's the resources? Without faith, you can't please me.
Well, hold on now.
You can't please me without this thing called faith.
He's not just gonna give it to me. I'm waiting on God, so I ain't got to do nothing because it's gonna come right to me, right? I ain't got to do no work, and
even then, you got to know when it's coming to you, right? Peter was locked up. The scripture, Peter was locked up. Freed. Angel God said, "Come get free." So he knocks at the door, and the servant Rhoda comes to the door. Comes back. People's praying for Peter. Please feel free. Peter's knocking. Rhoda, Peter's at the door. In the word of God, you're out of your mind. I want y'all to look up the scripture. This is what they say. You're out of your mind. We're praying for Peter. He's locked up. Peter's at the door. Sometimes we pray for stuff and it's at the door. We're too busy praying. God, send it to me. I'm trying to give it to you, but you won't see it.
So what you got to do is answer the door, which means you got to do some work.
Trust.
You got to get up and answer the door. What's going on, Matt?
I don't know if it was because it was the servant. I don't know if they didn't receive who it was from or whatever it was, but Peter was at the door.
Clark, what's going on?
So, I do believe God sometimes gives it. We just got to be in tune. We'll pray for stuff and then,
and not go get it.
Yeah.
They say faith without works.
It's dead, my brother.
Wow.
It's dead.
You got to get up and
then
get
the other
it.
part, Hebrews 11:6, it's impossible to please me without faith. That's one of my favorite. We all love without faith is dead, but without it, you can't even please God.
Yeah.
We have to take that into account. Right, we want to know what he's doing. Centel hitting me up. He must be watching.
Yeah. The most definitely, Stephen, right there.
Okay.
You see?
What's up, my brother? Look, he don't text no other time. I see.
You hear that, Centel? You around here? You ain't hitting people up till you see them, huh?
Yeah.
Look, well, a lot of things that we should have faith in and put work in, we stall out. I don't know if you remember this one. It was a saying that there was a bad storm. The guy had to get up on his roof. He had so much faith in God, he was praying to God, God, save me. So down the stream comes a boat. God says, hey, come on, get on the boat. He's like, nah, I'm good. God's going to save me. So the boat keeps going. All right, here comes a bigger boat. It was the Coast Guard. He said, hey, come on now. Get on the boat. We're here to get you. No, that's all right. God going to save me. Third helicopter comes, drops the ladder down. He looks up at the helicopter guy. He says, hey, get on. He's like, no, thank you. God going to save me. Then the guy drowned. Some people, they don't want to
be saved. It sounds like Mark.
Exactly.
People don't want to be saved. I love that analogy. It has to be miraculous because it is God. It has to be some big bang, bang, something, I've never seen or done before, not realizing in order for God to bless you on this earth, he's going to do it through man.
Really?
How can he? Have you ever seen a healing come not through a doctor? Have you ever seen a check just fall out of the sky? Somebody said, I think you deserve this. It comes through man.
Oh, wow.
Any blessing, it comes through a man in the earth. Our problem is we try to choose that man in the earth.
There we go. We try to choose the ones that we feel.
God wouldn't have sent this one.
This not my flavor.
Not knowing that, right? He got water out of a rock.
Oh, wow.
If I'm spitting water out of a rock, you have no idea this source that I'm going to bless you with. That we started the conversation with this Rolls Royce. I've never seen it coming, Mark. I've been with this company 40 days.
Wow.
In 30 days, I'm meeting the CEO. Bring your father with you. I want to meet you and your father.
Wow.
Rooms, you know what I'm saying? All, for yeses that he gives you in private. Because we all have those conversations. God, you gave this to me in private, And then when it's time to shine,
it's time to shine.
Yeah. So, I don't know, bro. What do we do? How do we help the people? How do we?
Well, the only thing that I could think of to help them is to continue to do what we're doing now, and that's showing. Showing them that we do care, kings and queens. Showing them that we can agree to disagree on things and still have love for one another. I really don't like seeing us when we talk to each other, and because I feel a certain way, now it's a knockdown, drag out, instead of trying to understand the other person. And it's not that serious to where you need to end a relationship just because of that belief or that feeling. We look ridiculous a lot of times. We look ridiculous, but we got to start with us, man.
Yeah. The ones who know better got to do better.
Yeah.
It's that simple, bro.
The ones that know better, they got to do better.
It's that simple with me, Mark. But like people like yourself, you in the community, integral people. We gotta. Once again, that's why I reached out. I did not. You gonna make me go through my friends' contact list. I'm about to hit up everybody now. But just to wake up, because you never know who's watching. That hit me so hard at the beginning. Man, you described everything in the car. I'm like, man, because I don't remember hitting no like button. You can't see all the likes. You may not comment everything, but you never know who's on your page and who.
Yes. I liked it. I liked it. See, I was one of the ones. Wait, no, did I miss? I might have missed one, but I hit it, and the multi pictures. I went through each one. I was like,
yeah.
Yes.
I did put the little video in there when we got in. I'm like, man, yeah. So, but yeah, man. Divine assignment, and I know you're on one as well. So,
appreciate it.
I reached out to you. I know when doors meet doors, you can't have nothing but expansion. It's impossible. So that's why. But yeah, for you, your staff, anybody else that's listening, man, this event here in the Liberty County area, we got vendors coming. So Operation Hope, ACOM. I'm with a outreach group, Another Chance Outreach Ministry, where we feed the homeless. Kids are going back. Yeah, we'll hear from the social workers at the school, such and such is displaced, whatever. So we'll go out there with the feed. Put them in the room if we can. We're working with Hinesville Homeless Prevention, so we're doing that. Giveaway 24th at the Manor House. We'll be out there. If you got anybody, if you got clothes to give away, I know it's back to school, but if you need clothes, whatever side of the fence you're on, make sure you're there. 24th at the Manor House, we'll be giving a giveaway. So if you want to donate, we'll be taking those. And if you need clothes from the donations, please come out.
Well, while we're giving those shots out, Miss Odette says, "Greeting, Kings." Miss Odette is awesome.
Look, Miss Odette?
I'm going to remind you guys, it's a community where Miss Alexis is still asking for donations for our Bradwell Institute Tigers. Single serve items to grab and go. It's going to be like items like chips, juice, Pop-Tarts, breakfast bars, SpaghettiOs, ramen, travel size deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, wipes, sanitary pads, socks, drawstring, clinch pants, bags without any writing. So these items that Miss Odette does, she is like the school mother, basically. You go in her room, you can sit back, relax, get your mind right, whether teacher or student. Any personal items you don't have, she provides that. Snacks, just a place to relief. So we want to thank Miss Odette for that.
Yes, Miss. And did she post where to give?
Miss Odette, if you would post where you want them to bring those items and where we can give. But we're coming to the part of the program, y'all. We were all over because I guess we were just having a conversation.
Ain't seen you in a while, bro. My bad.
Yeah. So y'all forgive us if it seemed like we was all over the place. We was doing that because we were talking. But right now, I want you to, and any words of encouragement or any message you'd like to get to the people, give it to them right now. That's your camera right over there, bro.
Jump. You got dreams. Pull the trigger on your own dreams. You're waiting. Yeah, like I said, I think when we started, Mark, I don't know where these clients are going to come from. All right, so because God is omniscient, he's all around, he knows everything, we have the tendency to say, God, you know what I'm going through. God, you know exactly where I'm at, you know what I'm dealing with. Why aren't you intervening? Why aren't you? And God says, look at it like this. If you tell your neighbors that you're holding a barbecue or a cookout, just because you informed your neighbors, that don't mean they should come over with a dish. That don't mean that they're invited. I'm the same way. I'm a person. I want you to invite me in your situation. Does that make sense? Just because I informed you, God.
Yes.
Right. So in the moment we invite God, this is your dream you gave me. God, what should I do with it? This is your T-shirt business. This is your nail business. This is your hair business, God. Right. Even Jesus was led by the Spirit to be tempted. Right. So if we're not being led by the Spirit, so that's my inspiration. If God gave it to you, let him lead you out. You know, don't take over. Right. The criteria to wear any crown is the ability to kneel and receive it.
Wow.
You'll never receive you'll never see a coronation where that king didn't kneel to get his crown. Right? We want the crown, but we want to stand up, be ready. Put my crown on. Put my crown. I'm the king. I'm the king. No, you bow. Right? We don't have a bow. It's something in our culture. We lost our kneel, our bow. I'm so, I make sure I keep one in me. Right? There's no life I help where God didn't do it. There's nothing in me, Jermaine. There's nothing in. I'm so rotten. 50 rags, right? So, but you got to know that. I got to know it's God. Right? The moment I think it's Jermaine, man, I'll be broke. 100% what? Permanent total. We'll find a way to take that. I don't play with it. I don't play with it. His people, his ministry, and last but not least, change lives proves ministry. Like, I'm changing lives out here.
Yes.
Bring me to my knee. Grown men are crying. Jermaine, I've been trying to get. Man, we gotta. All right, bro. We
good.
Yeah, we there.
Lock in.
Mr. Johnson, we straight. Because it's rewarding. 20-year fight.
Wow.
6-figure back pays. Yeah, it's life changing, right? Getting the insurance that you needed. So, and last but not least, I done trapped into this travel industry, y'all. Imagine getting paid for something people are going to do anyway, which is travel. So if you can make this presentation, but you're going to be seeing me do a lot of rhetoric on my Facebook, social medias about this travel industry because it's going into the trillions. It's going into the trillions, and there's no sense why we shouldn't capitalize and tap, especially here in Liberty County. We're out here in this rural area, Mark. Right, we ain't gonna be forgetting about it. Everybody thinks Savannah. They think low country, think Savannah. Liberty County, all this little Jessup, all this area back here. So,
yes.
I don't know if I'm at my time, but man, this has been rewarding.
You're good. We're just giving our last thoughts of the day.
This has been rewarding, bro.
I'm gonna give my last thoughts after I tell you they can drop off all that stuff for Miss Odette at the front office, 100 Pafford Street, Hinesville, Georgia. 100 Pafford Street. But yeah, this is my message because y'all just don't understand. What he said right then was powerful, y'all. Because you've got to kneel in order to receive your crown.
Yes, sir.
That goes for kings and queens.
Yes, sir.
And when we're saying that, it's not like, oh, I gotta kneel to who. Like, I think we've gotten to that pride situation to where we done forgot. And that means respect. We don't want to respect anyone but the person that we are. Like, I'm the big dog, or I'm the woman. I'm the one in charge.
Yeah. Or respect is quid pro quo. Like,
yes.
If I disrespect you, I don't need to. Man, it's hard to, it's hard to, but that's where honor and stuff comes in, Mark.
Yes.
I can take disrespect and I still don't lose mine.
Exactly.
King. It's like,
man,
it's hard.
You know how much can be accomplished if you just knew how to respect and how far that goes. And I tell you what to do. Don't take my word for it. Look at cultures outside your own and see how it really goes down.
Sir.
All right. But remember this, kings and queens. You got to take a knee or you got to bow down to get your crown.
Yes, sir. It's heavy, isn't it?
That's powerful, bro. That's powerful.
Yeah.
So, kings and queens, thank you for watching today. Jermaine has dropped off some jewels on us. We want to be there at that event August 17th.
Please show up, y'all.
And the event's going to be at
the COP Event Center. We used to be Pools Deli for all y'all counties who've been here a while. We done had a couple people come in and rent it out, but 406A Alpha, 406A South Main Street, right there in Hinesville, right adjacent to our church, the Cathedral of Praise church ministry. But you can rent your events, weddings, receptions, graduations, things like that. At
that event center.
At that event center, sir. Yes.
So, thank you, Kings and Queens. You know what it is, you know what it ain't. It's the people's champ, King Conda and Jermaine Benton. Black Kings Free Game, and we're out.
See y'all next time. Yes, sir.